Okay, so going to be just a short update for today. Picked up some ultra fine or super fine bulldog steel wool pads, I guess, and I'm going to give a try at polishing up this grill here. I decided not to go with painting it because it actually is a pretty nice grill. You know, like it's not really banged up. There's a couple of stone dents, like here. There's one there, and I thought I saw another one right along this lower lip here somewhere. But regardless, you know, like it's pretty decent. So I'm going to. I figured it's a shame to paint it. I've got other ones upstairs that if I really wanted to paint, or another one upstairs that's kind of not as good as this, but you know, half decent, certainly usable. And that would probably be a better candidate for painting. So anyways, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to, well, put some gloves on, and then I'm going to, I'll give it a try at some polishing here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to do the whole thing unless it really turns out to be really easy. I'm just going to do a test spot, you know, probably just a foot long and in and around the middle here, just with the steel wool, super fine, and see how well it cleans up. And then I'm going to try some of that mother's, I guess it was mag and aluminum polish. So now I'd always heard, well, I had heard, I don't know if I'd always heard, but I had heard that these grills were anodized. There's the dent right there. And as I understand it, anodizing can be pretty hard. I suppose I should just try and concentrate on one small spot here. Now, I don't necessarily know how long I would expect to polish on this spot. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the super fine. I maybe should have just gotten the fine. Well, nothing like just trying it to see what happens. So I might just grab that mother's power comb right now, and I might just try and just see what happens on this. Because all it seems to be doing is, yeah, it's giving it just a slight improvement in the shine, and I don't know how much I'd expect to come up with this. This is I'm kind of just winging it here. I didn't even try and look on YouTube for any hints. If this doesn't work very well, then I'll be doing a YouTube search on polishing aluminum. And we'll see how that goes. Now, it might be nicer had the grill originally been polished. These were, I don't think they were glossy or anything like that. So, we'll see. Okay, according to the instructions on the mother's mag and aluminum polish, use sparingly, so I only put just a tiny amount on the end of this power thing. We'll see what that does for me. Should probably clamp this down, but there's nowhere to really clamp it that isn't going to put some stress on it that I really would rather not have. Let's just try this area right here. Notice I got my safety glasses on, as I wasn't paying attention for that moment. That's really hard to tell if that's actually doing anything. I suppose we have to wipe it off first. microfiber towel. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, there's so many scratches and pits on this. I don't know. Like dents, scratches. It's amazing how many of these things are actually how marked up this is. This must be all from road debris. Well, pitting. It's just corrosion. I'm pretty sure this is aluminum. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm certain of it. For a second there, I was kind of starting to wonder if maybe it was chrome-plated steel, but no, I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. It's just too light for it to be anything but aluminum. And I am getting a little bit of black residue coming off of it, which is supposed to be the sign that I am polishing aluminum. I might just try the microfiber cloth for a little while here, rather than the power cone. I'll try this side where I can see it a little bit better. I don't know. I've had better luck with other metal polishes for aluminum. I've never tried this Mother's magnet aluminum stuff. What I'd been using before was in a buffing wheel on my grinder. Let's see if I got a package here. It was a small tube, basically a stick of this high gloss polishing number 6, cleaning and polishing stuff here by Mibro. And I've used that before. I made some brackets at one point for holding brake lines in one truck that I was on that Suburban I was working on, and I used this stuff and a buffing wheel in the grinder to polish it, and it came out really nice. This stuff might need a lot more elbow grease than this stuff here. I don't know. This is supposed to be, well, this stuff is high gloss polishing. I'm going to assume that the mag stuff is high gloss as well. I'm going to try some more with the steel wool just on this spot right here. I don't know, that Mother's, see, like the buff on the grinder is a cotton buff, and that foam thing may not be meant for heavy duty polishing, so it may not be adequate. So I might have to look for a medium-sized one that will fit in a drill, because I really don't care to hold this thing up against the grinder. It's just a little bit too big and clumsy. Be easier to hold the grinder against it. Yeah, I can't say that I'm noticing a really substantial difference from using the steel wool for any extended period of time. Like, it initially shines it up some, compared to what's next to it. But beyond that, it doesn't do much more. So I will try one more time with that. I'm just trying to see if it'll take out some of the scratches that are on this leading edge here. But I think I will be doing some YouTube watching to see if anybody has any tips on how to do this. So we'll try again with this. We'll see how we go. Put our glasses back on here. Honestly, I think you're supposed to be using the edge on this. Yeah, this stuff is like rubbing compound. It's supposed to generate some amount of heat, but I don't think it's doing much of anything there. Well, that wasn't successful. I'll wipe it off with the microfiber cloth just to see what it looks like, but I'm not anticipating it looking too dramatically different. Yeah, you know, it's starting to convince me that maybe I do want to paint it. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do something a little bit more aggressive. But I'll check around online, see what people say. And I might come back and start at 2,000 and work my way down from there. And see what that does, pardon me, does for me. In any case, it's showing black on here, and that's not dirt because I did clean it off first. So it's definitely polishable. But it just might need a lot more work than I thought. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna knock off and head in and do some research.